35-27. Southmore 17-14. They just beat Putnam City last week 48-17. So it'll be Darius Boone, who got dinged a little bit last week, but seems okay. He comes out and he will start. Union at their own 30-yard line, moving right to left. Peyton Thompson, of course, is the quarterback. 3 receivers, 2 far side, 1 to the near side. It's C.J. Moore. Thompson in the shotgun to his right is Darius Boone. He throws quickly out to the right side, and A.K. Wilson has it across the 35, across the 40. A.K. almost went again. He's all the way down to the 45. Jordan West brought him down. So they're going to mark it right at the 45 of Union. That's a gain of 15 yards and already a good first down.
Well, this is one of those games where you're just going to see a lot of speed plays and get the ball into AK's hands and let him just create, and that's exactly what they did. 1st and 10 now at their own 45-yard line, just underway, no score. Stack receivers near side, that's to the left side. They'll hand inside to Darius Boone. Got a big hole. Darius across the 40 down to the 45 of Moore. Dylan Boucher is the guy who made that tackle. That's good for 9 yards, and they're going to make it 2nd down and 1. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. They're going to fake. No, they did give the ball off instead to Darius, and he's across the 45. Has the first down. It was Joe Balick who brought him down, but he's going to get down to around the the 42-yard line. It'll be a quick first down. They're going to try to pace here. Well, yeah, they're moving the ball right now, right down the field.
1st and 10 now at the 43-yard line. They're going to hand off to A.K. Wilson on a sweep. A.K.'s got the right side at the 35-yard line. Now he's down to around the 33-yard line. It was Dylan Boucher once again who came in with 10 tackles, and he may have that many in the first quarter if they keep running at him. That's good for a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1, ball now at the 33-yard line of Moore.
And Union's really pushing the pace. The big guys are really hustling back to the line.
2nd and 1. Quick handoff left side. That's to Darius Boone. Burst across the 30. Darius 20, 15, 10, 5. There's your 7. Touchdown, Darius Boone. Big hole up that middle. That one good for 33 yards and a touchdown, and give big credit to that offensive line.
Yeah, big line over there on the right side. A hole is just wide open for him to come through. And what you'll see, when they push the pace is they want to get up early and up on these Lions. And they set that hole. Everyone hustled the line of scrimmage. They made the call, and they just weren't really ready and set.
Noah Rauschenberg on for the extra point. Union did struggle a bit in this last week, so tonight they're going to see if they can't work those kinks out. Kate Brown snaps, Alex Davis holds, and he's done a great job. Snaps a little high. Davis got it down. The kick is way up in the air, and it is good. 10:44 to play here in this first period. Already Union on top. 7-0 Redskins. Moore gets it next on KRMG.
The clock is ticking. Every day you put off buying life insurance can cost you big time. The older you get, the more you'll have. Uninsurable. Beat the clock. Call Select Quote now. No hassle, no obligation. In minutes, you'll have a
Chevrolet, we are 30 years strong, and we proudly support all Union athletes and their parents.
30 years of treating you right the first time with excellent customer service,
affordable financing, and an award-winning service department.
Show us your school spirit. Tag us at Classic Chevy Owasso on Facebook, showing off your Union pride. And we don't want to just sell you a car. We want to help you buy a car.
Classic Chevrolet in Owasso. Visit us online at Classic
8787 or go to selectquote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at selectquote.com/commercial. The price could vary depending on your health, insurance company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Never miss a moment of Union High School football. Download the KRMG app now. Available for Apple and Android.
Welcome back to Moore, Oklahoma, where Union goes on a very crisp 5-play, 70-yard drive. Took them only 1 minute and 5 seconds. Darius Boone's 33-yard touchdown run. No third downs. The extra point added by Noah Rauschenberg, and we are 7-0 Union over the Moore Lions. Rick Corey, Zach Jones, Doc Blevins down on the field. We'll hear from Doc here in just a moment. First of all, it'll be Moore's football at their own 20-yard line, and Moore has a young quarterback named Daniel Hishaw, who is a threat. 86 carries, 499 yards, 9 touchdowns on the year already. Definitely a runner. He's not much of a thrower, Zach, but he can move.
Well, anytime you've got a quarterback that can get on the move and has the potential to at least drop a pass over your head, but that really creates a little chaos for the defense because you've got to keep a spy on him while also, keeping an eye on the receivers.
So it's going to be first down for Moore, moving from left to right in their cobalt blue uniforms. Hishaw, the man in the shotgun. He's going to fake a handoff. No, he actually did give that ball to Tony Fogle up inside, and Fogle fights forward there across the 23 to the 24-yard line. They may mark him back at the 23. Cade Brown up off the bottom of that pile. Also off there is Darius Murdoch. Boy, that is a really nice 2-yard run. He fought in there. 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're going to try to push the pace on Union as fast as Union was, really getting down the field on them. but they're not going to huddle up. They're going to come and try to get the calls from the sidelines.
2nd down and 7. They'll mark at the 23-yard line of Moore. 7-0 Union, 10-14 to play first period. Hishaw in the shotgun, Fogle to his right. He fakes. He's going to run it to the right. No, he hands it off again to Fogle. Pardon me. That's a great handoff in there. That one, is stuffed for a loss of about 1. He'll go back actually all the way to the 20-yard line. So that's a loss of 3 in that interior Union defense. Again, guys like Murdoch off the bottom, Jordan Kelly as well, and it'll be 3rd and 10, and this is not where they're comfortable.
Yeah, this is big pressure on this offense here. Jordan Kelly getting involved early in this game and with a big tackle there for loss.
So it'll be 3rd and 10 for Moore, trailing 7-0 already to Union. They are at their own 20-yard line of the line, so they'll need the 30 for the first down. Daniel Hishaw brings him up, 3 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. He is almost alone in that backfield. Hishaw running to his left. He's got some room. He fires that ball well over the head of the receiver downfield. That was easily about 4 yards over the head of the intended receiver. Nobody out there. I think he was trying to get it to Fogle, and it's going to be 4th down. And, well, so far, Hishaw, who came in as a great runner, doesn't look like he wants to run it, at least not early.
Now he wants to trick you and throw it. And I saw a flag come out of the referee's pants on the opposite side, and I thought he was going to throw it. And it looked like he saw where that ball went way out of bounds and just went ahead and used his discretion there and kept it in his pants.
Joe Balick will be the man on to kick this thing away. It's 4th and 10 for Moore at their own 20-yard line. Now, Landon Wood, the Union returner, only at about Union's 48-yard line. If this is a low kick, he's got a little opportunity to get it going. Moore just now realizing they're minus a player. I have never understood how you don't know when it's your turn to be on the field.
And those are always on the sideline in the game. You're on punt team. Get in the game, right?
Yeah, I don't quite get it. Joe Balick is going to kick this thing away. Clock now goes down to 0, and they're going to be flagged for 5 yards. Yeah, you would think, too, if you're a special team guy, this is your only chance to run out there in front of the cheerleaders and mom and dad. I don't think I'd be sleeping during that time.
Yeah, I've never understood it because when I was on special teams, I loved it. I just ate it up. And I don't know.
And it happens to Union. It happens to everybody.
The 12th grader.
All right, so 4th. He's a senior. All right, good. 4th and 15 now for Moore back at their 15-yard line. We won't even name him. His mom and dad could be listening. Landon Wood now standing inside the actual Lions territory around the 49-yard line. Balick is waiting. 15 on the play clock. He's good there. He's going to kick this thing away, and it's a horrid punt. This thing's going to go out of bounds. It went well out of bounds, probably around the 24-yard line. Let's see where the line judge marks it. He's going to keep walking. And, yep, he's going to mark it right at the 25, so we're close. So that punt goes all the way from the 15 to the 25, a net of 10 yards, and Union will take it right there. 9:23 to play in this first period. Redskins are already up by a score of 7-0, and Moore goes 3 and out, and then obviously a very difficult punt. Now it's 1st and 10 Union. They'll bring him up with 2 receivers to the right side. A.K. Wilson is the outside man. Lawrence Harris, the tight end, will be flexed that way as well. C.J. Moore will be here to the left side. 2 guys in the backfield. Actually, the far guy over there is Avery Alverson. It is going to be A.K. Wilson in the backfield along with Darius Boone. Peyton Thompson in the shotgun. He's going to fake and throw to his right. He's trying to go to A.K., but that ball had to get dumped out of there because of the quick action there by Landon Lester. He came rushing through on the fake and made him throw it away. It'll be 2nd and 10 Redskins.
Yeah, Landon found a lane in there in that D line, and he was right in the face of Peyton before he could really set up, so he just kind of got rid of it, got out of his hands.
2nd and 10 for the Redskins, now at the 25-yard line of Moore. We have 9:20 to go first period, 7-0 Union. Thompson in the shotgun. Got a hand straight upfield to Darius Boone. He breaks free. He's across the 15-yard line down to the 14. Darius Boone goes for 11 yards. Dylan Boucher once again makes the tackle, but not before a first down run for the Redskins. They'll mark it at the 14-yard line, but there's a Union player down.
That's a monster block in there, too, by Quentin Barnes. He pulled across the center and let it up inside. Humongous hole. Great job there by the line of scrimmage, and it does look like
it's Darius Boone. Yeah, it is Darius Boone. Now, remember last week in about the 3rd quarter, Darius took a pretty good shot on a run toward the end zone from the 2-yard line, and he didn't come back. That's when Kevion Cooper really took the game over. And, of course, you know Kevion Cooper is already gone because of his injury last week. So without without Peyton, who do you go to? Without Darius Boone, who do you go to? Well, you go to number 5, Keith Dorsey, a 5'10", 150-pound junior who's carried 9 times for 24 yards this year. Now, Darius is up and limping slightly as he leaves. Don't know if that's ankle or knee, but I do know this. For young players, the first time you feel that, you just get scared, and you aren't sure what's happening. And many times it's not as bad as it looks, but they don't know how to handle it.
Yeah, you're right. And you're kind of freaked out a little bit because there's a lot riding on a lot of these guys' shoulders, and they've seen some of the guys that have went to the next level after playing it in the jersey. And so they get a little freaked out. They kind of take their time and take a break. And looks like he's up on his feet and hustling over to the sideline all on his own power.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Redskins now at the 14-yard line of the Moore Lions. Union up 7-0, and it's brand new running back Keith Dorsey in the backfield. He is standing to the right of Peyton Thompson. Thompson's going to hand to Dorsey straight upfield. Keith jumps over a guy at the 14 and gets down around the 11-yard line. What a debut for number 5. It was Tanner Bouchot and Dylan Boucher who made the tackle, but Dorsey leapt over the first guy, and 2 more players are hurt. They may have run into each other trying to get Dorsey, and they could not.
Yeah, he might have avoided those 2 guys, and they collided, but what a great job of just bringing a spark in here. You know, he comes into the game and just really gets after it.
All right, well, we've got got a moment here. Let's go to get our first sideline report from Doc Blevins, kind of telling us about the conditions down there tonight. Doc, how's it look?
Rick, it's a little damp down here, some sprinkles here and there, but I am concerned because I saw our trainer, Dan Newman. Matter of fact, I couldn't interview him because he was looking at the screen that they do to see how close the lightning is, and that might be an issue here before long. But anyway, other than that, it's a great atmosphere tonight, and Peyton Thompson, the quarterback, stopped me on his way off the field and said, "Hey, Doc, we're going to have a great game tonight." And I think all of them have that attitude. And other than a little bit of dampness, it looks like it's going to be good weather for football, and not a bad night to be on the sideline. Back up to you guys.
I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much, Doc Blevins. And, yeah, I did feel a little bit of that damp, too. And we're high enough up here to see, and I don't see, at least I haven't as of yet, seen any lightning, but we'll keep a watch out of that. We'll make that Jay's job, right? He's the spotter.
Right.
He's got to spot the lightning.
And this is also one of those nights where it's heavy weather, but it makes that pigskin really, really just tacky, and it's really great for ball.
All right, it's going to be 2nd down and about 6 for Union now at the 11-yard line of Moore. Once again, Keith Dorsey is going to be the setback next to Peyton Thompson. Thompson's going to fake and throw to the end zone. Wide open, C.J. Moore, touchdown. Nobody even close to C.J. Moore. Ran the skinny post after the fake inside, and it's already 13-0, and that is 2 crisp drives.
Well, that was a quick play, too, and that was just a quick hitter. I thought maybe they tried to run it up in there like they've done the last couple plays, and why wouldn't they throw a little curveball at him? And C.J. just wide open in the end zone.
So Noah Rauschenberg on once again to add the extra point, and Cade Brown will snap. Alex Davis will hold. And Coach and I were talking during the coaches show that, Cade has been really good at this for 2 years. This year he's sprayed a couple of them around, but he hopes that he'll settle down tonight. There's a good snap and the hold. The kick is up, and this time no problems. 8:49 to play, first period, 14-0 Union over Moore. This is Redskins football on KRMG.
Hi, this is State Farm Agent Matt McCoy. As many of you know, I have played on winning teams my entire career.
Your favorite player on the open mic on the KRMG app right now. And Rick Torrey might even play it on the air. News 102.3 KRMG.
Welcome back to Moore, Oklahoma, where the Union Redskins making quick work of the Lions, leading 14-0 with 8:49 to go here in this first period. The second touchdown drive, only 25 yards because of Moore's poor punt. Took 4 plays, 35 seconds. C.J. Moore's 11-yard catch, and the extra point makes it 14-0. Again, no third downs for the Redskins when 2 offensive series have not yet faced a third down.
Well, that's always a little easier on the offense when you don't deal a third down and long pressure. You pick whatever you want to.
Yeah, so I was doing my TU prep meetings today, and I was told there's not a whole lot of 3rd and 20 plays.
That's right.
So, you keep those in your backfield. All right, so here comes Moore. They're going to be at their own 20-yard line, moving it left to right. Their quarterback again, Daniel Hishaw, 6 foot, 180 pounds, sophomore guy, can play. Set to his left is Tony Fogle in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Now they realize they don't have 11 people, and they bring out Jace Gardner. Now they're set. There's the snap. They're going to hand off, and inside they're going to fake the handoff, pardon me, and Hishaw keeps it up inside, and he's going to be trapped for a 2-yard loss. Jordan Kelly and Darius Murdoch popped him. It'll be 2nd down and 12, and early on, very tough sledding for Moore.
Yeah, they were in the backfield before they're handing the ball off, and it looked like they were going to try to hand to the running back and made a better decision there. Jordan Kelly's about to gobble him up.
2nd down and 12 for Moore, now at their own 18-yard line. 8:23 to go first period, and they trail Union 14-0. Very slow here and deliberate for the Moore Lions. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Walking up under center is Hishaw. Now he'll move back once again into the shotgun. To his left is Fogle. Now Fogle moves to the right. Hishaw is set and waiting. There's the snap. He fakes inside, rolls to his right, has pressure, better hurry, throws that ball, and it is just out of bounds. Really nice job by Elijah Tomlin to get close to that thing, and I think he got a hand up so the receiver couldn't see it. Not quite able to see where that was going, so it's incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd down and 12, and that was a pretty good throw. I mean, he just had a linebacker's hand in his face.
Yeah, and that linebacker just a little bit out of his reach in order to get that. If it was underthrown any, it was going to be a pick 6. So it was the right ball and put it the right place, and I think, that, like you said, the receiver just wasn't able to see it because Isaiah was right in the path.
3rd down and 12 now for Moore at their own 18-yard line. 3 receivers come right, 1 receiver to the left. There is an offset back behind or to the right, that is, of Hishaw. I believe that is Drew Johnson. There's the snap. They're going to fake it inside. Back is Hishaw. Here comes pressure. He's going to have to hurry. He's going to run up, and he's got a little bit of room. He's out to the 15-yard line. Now he looks to throw. Does, and that ball is almost intercepted and knocked down. He was trying to go once again to Fogle, and the guy who had a chance to knock it down and intercept it was Patrick Fields. It was Kenya Walker on the early pressure. The other guy there, Darius Murdoch, and it'll be 4th and 12. And again, on comes Joe Balick, and he had a very difficult first punt of 10 yards. Needless to say, they need him to hit it further.
Yeah, he'd be better off to throw an interception than that punt last time. But, just like I was saying, that quarterback got on the scramble. Instead of taking off, he knew smart enough to throw it for 12 yards and just about was able to complete that.
-2 offense tonight so far for Moore in 2 possessions. They now run another player on late. They still have time, though, to get the kickoff from their own 18-yard line, 4th down and 12. Now they'll shift a man to the right side. Balick waits. Landon Wood back around the 50. There's the kick, and this one's a little bit better kick. Landon, though, is going to have an opportunity. Takes it at the 45-yard line, comes left side to the 50, tries to reverse his field, and he's going to get gobbled up right about there. So Landon got it to around the 46-yard line of Moore, and that's where the Redskins will take it over 1st and 10. 7:41 to go in this first period, 14-0 Union, and they'll come back out once again. Now we have to watch to see if Darius Boone comes with them on offense, or we once again see Keith Dorsey.
Yeah, I think Dorsey's probably going to come back out just for the simple fact that he hobbled over all the way to the sideline, and without having that sideline report right away from Doc, maybe he can check on that for us. And Boone, look at that. I'm wrong. Boone's coming on the field.
Yep, Darius is coming back out, and we're going to get a sideline report from Doc here in just a couple of minutes. First, though, we're going to watch this play. From the 46-yard line of Moore, 1st and 10 for the Redskins. 2 receivers far side, 1 near. Peyton Thompson in the shotgun. He's going to fake to Moore and hand throw to the right side. That is A.K. Wilson, who makes a guy miss at the 40. Here goes A.K. 35-30, 25-20. A.K. 15-yard line, dragged out of bounds. A.K. was pulled down by Marcus Morris at around the 11-yard line, but he pops all the way down to the 11-yard line. That's good for 35 yards, and the Redskins are chewing it up 1st and 10.
They moved the ball down the field quick, and AK had a guy right there to tackle him and just wasn't able to make the tackle.
1st and 10 now at the 11-yard line of Moore. Redskins up 14-0 with 7:30 to go, first period already. Peyton Thompson again in the shotgun. He's going to hand inside to Boone. He's at the 5-yard line. Darius pushes forward. That'll stop him right about there. They actually may push him back around the 7. And there was a collective of those guys in there, including, once again, Dylan Bouchette, who came in with those 10 tackles. They'll give him 4, which is going to call 2nd and 6 now from around the 8-yard line of Moore. 14-0 Union already. Now Peyton Thompson will come to the left. A.K. Wilson's going to be in the Wildcat. Boone set to his right. A.K. takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's at the 10-yard line. A.K. at the 5, and he dives into the end zone. Is he in? Yep, they say touchdown. A.K. Wilson gets another one. 6:59 to play first period. Union already up 20-0.
Rick, you know what I like about that is that they lined up as a normal formation, and the audible there was that Peyton went to the outside, and AK came right underneath the center in the shotgun there for the Wildcat. So it wasn't really something that came out of the center of the huddle. So it looked really good out of motion, and they made it very successful play.
So Noah Rauschenberg will get a little bit more work. He's on here for the extra point. Again, Cade Brown will snap, and Alex Davis will hold. Good snap that time. Davis got it down. The kick was a little bit low, but it went through there. Noah got it through. So with 6:59 to play first period, it's already 21-0 Union. This is Redskins football on KRMG.
This is Gerald Johnston.
This guy
you don't know
was
me.
nowhere on there too deep when
I
they
want to
initially
tell you
sent
about
him.
my nephew, and you probably don't know him
And
either.
this guy,
but
they
you
have
will.
this. They have this
His name's
guy in
Kevin
this
Hearn.
jersey. So
He's a hard-working,
go figure.
successful business guy in the Tulsa area now. But he
I've
grew
never
up
seen
without
so many
running
number
water
switches.
when he was young. Trouble at home,
Doc says he
no
sent
propane, no
a
phone. Probably couldn't have even
injury
eaten
report,
without
but I
food
do not
stamps.
have it.
I was there and I saw it all. Kevin always worked, picking cherries, olives, hauling hay. And I'll never forget how the kids made fun of Kevin's clothes. Stick around. I'll tell you more of the Kevin Hearn story later.
Union Redskins, unbeaten and number 1 in the state, will probably remain that way after a 3-play 46-yard drive took 42 seconds. A.K. Wilson goes in a 7-yard run. The extra point is good, and that's how we got here. Noah Rauschenberg approaches to kick off, and this one's going to go once again into the end zone. And the two deep backs, Orlando Green and Dylan Bouchette, just watched it roll. They don't really have much interest in chasing after the thing. So 6:59 to play here in the first period. Okay, we do remember, and Kirk has told us before, there is a point differential for district play. He's already there.
We covered it.
Yeah, he's already there. But you know he's going to play the first team through the first half. And we may get to see a lot of guys get work in the second half.
Yeah, should get a lot of extra work with the 2s and 3s. And I'm not sure how many they traveled this evening, but everybody ought to see a little bit of play time tonight. And before the game started, I was talking to one of the guys that helps with the referees down on the sideline, and he said, look, as soon as you guys get up by enough points, we're just going to go ahead and click the clock and not even shut it down.
Yeah, and I think that's probably a pretty good idea. 1st and 10 more from their own 20-yard line. Again, moving from left to right. Their quarterback, Daniel Hishaw, brings them up. He has 4 receivers and a short slot to the right side. Hishaw in the shotgun, standing at his own 15-yard line. And there is a flag, and Union came across into the neutral zone, so that should go against the Redskins and make it 1st down and 5 for Moore, and that will be the first positive play offensively pretty much for Moore tonight. That'll double their total yards.
Yeah, and Mason Givens is up there playing the nose guard, and he's saying, come on, boys, we got to get this thing together.
1st and 5 now for Moore at their own 25-yard line. Hishaw once again in the shotgun, same set, now motion coming from left to right. Hishaw's going to fake inside, keep it himself at the 25-yard line, has a little bit of room, gets across the 28 to the 29. Got near the 30 before Trey Thompson dragged him down, and they may give him the 1st down. They're marking it right at the 30. Cameron Watts was also there, so was Trey. They're actually not going to quite give him the 1st down, which really surprises me. They're going to call it 3rd down, and nope, now they are going to give it to him. Looked like they were going to call it 3rd down. The guys on the change were just standing, but now they've moved them. It was going to be 3rd and a nose here, and I mean, not much. Instead, it'll be 1st and 10 more at their own 30-yard line. They trail 21-0, 6:40 to go, first period. Hishaw in the shotgun once again, short slot to his left side, now motion from right to left. Hishaw fakes, and he's going to run it up inside again, and oh, he got smacked. Oh, my. Isaiah McGuire just lit him up. He'll lose about a half yard, and number 2 might think twice about the quarterback draw, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, we don't see Elijah very often, but when he comes in there right now, he's bringing a spark to that defense. And that's the first down of the Moore Lions this evening.
Jace Gardner will be the guy lined up in the backfield along with Hishaw this time. 2nd and 10 more at their own 25-yard line, 30-yard line, trailing 21-0 with 6 minutes to go first period. They are taking their time. 2 receivers way far to the right, the near side here. Hishaw back there. He's going to fake. No, he actually is going to go ahead and hand off inside to Gardner. And Gardner's going to push forward, but he bounced out. The ball bounced out. Union has it at the 10, the 5, touchdown. Patrick Fields returns it for a score. It looked like C.J. Harris, who stripped that ball out of there. The ball was handed to Gardner, who got up inside and looked like he might have fallen down. Instead, that ball came out, and it's a touchdown for Union. And just like that, it's 27-0.
Well, that's not what you like to see if you're the quarterback over there. When you see the ball pop out, it starts going the other way. Henshaw had no option there to take down Fields. And, you know, it was one of those bounces that went the other way a couple weeks ago against Union. That one just popped right up into Fields' hands, and he was off to the races.
Well, one thing is clear. You're not going to catch Patrick Fields.
That's for sure.
When he gets in the open, I mean, he's an OU commit. You're not going to find that guy. He's going to run away from you. Noah Rauschenberg for the extra point. Good snap. Ball's down. Kick is up, and this one's a little bit higher and a little bit prettier. 5:47 to play. First period. It's already 28-0 Union over Moore. But the Bulldogs, or the Lions, pardon me, will get another shot when we come back. This is Redskins football on KRMG.
At Classic Chevrolet, we are 30 years strong, and we proudly support all union athletes and their parents.
30 years of treating you right the first time with excellent.
$28-0. The Union Redskins lead the Moore Lions here. First period. This is Rick Corey, Zach Jones, Doc Blevins, Richard and Jay Johns in Moore, Oklahoma. Noah Rauschenberg approaches and puts the ball about 9 yards deep in the end zone, as he normally does. So with 5:47 to play in this first period, Moore will take the football again, trailing 28-0. Union that time scoring on a 32-yard fumble return by Patrick Fields. That makes it 28-0 along with the kick. So now here comes that defense once again, and Moore will have to try to figure it out. Daniel Hishaw, their quarterback, again came in with 499 yards rushing and 9 touchdowns, but he'd not played a defense as fast as he is, and this one is.
Yeah, they're definitely shutting him down, and it looks like he's got the potential there to break something loose, which is why you see so many yards, but Union just really surrounded him tonight, knowing they've got to shut him down.
1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 20-yard line, again moving from left to right in the cobalt blue uniforms, white numbers, and the dark blue helmets. Daniel Hishaw will stand in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his right, to his left, Jace Gardner. He's going to run quarterback draw to the left side, and Hishaw is going to be taken down just across the 20-yard line. It was Isaiah McGuire. You know, Coach told me during the coaches show he really thinks at this point Isaiah is making the biggest strides of his defensive lineman. Jordan Kelly was already there. Darius Murdoch has played very well, so has Michael Panther. He thinks McGuire's really come along.
Well, that's exciting to hear because he's got a couple outside linebackers that really have a potential to kind of fill in some gaps and make some big differences.
2nd and 10 for the Lions, once again at their own 20-yard line. Again, Hishaw, same formation, 3 receivers to his right. The guy in the backfield with him is Jace Gardner, who has rushed for 154 yards and 2 touchdowns this year. And they are really deliberate here with the clock. 9 on the play clock, continuing to count down. Hishaw ready for the snap, and everybody moved. I think Union was offside once again, and I think it was Mason Gibbons who jumped that time. So that should move it 5 more yards. No, they actually say more jumps, so it's going to move it the other way. Hishaw tried to sell it the Union
I thought
jump.
he did too. He sold me. I thought he had Union jumping off sides, and he was excited about it.
Brandon Park looks like the guy who jumped offside. So 2nd and 15 now for the Lions at their own 15-yard line. Hishaw in the shotgun. To the right of him is Jace Gardner, 3 receivers to his right. Hishaw rolls to the right. He's got time, and now he throws, and that ball's complete. Just across the 25-yard line, Evan Biederman's the guy who caught it. Trey Thompson was there and Patrick Fields, but that was the best throw of the night by far. That'll take it up to around the 27-yard line. That'll be a nice gain of 12. It'll be 3rd down now and about 3.
Yeah, that was a gorgeous pass. It went right over the fingertips of Landon Wood, so had to go over him and then just drop it right on the sideline. So perfect pass. 3
receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Once again, Hishaw in the shotgun. 3rd down and 3 for the Moore Lions at their own 27-yard line. They trail 28-0 with 4:57 to play first period. Gardner shifts to the right. Hishaw has the snap, fakes to Gardner, fires to the right side. That ball caught for a 1st down just across the 34-yard line. That was Jace Torres who made that catch. J.T. McLeod made the tackle. It's only about 5 yards, but they only needed 3, so it's a 1st down for the Moore Lions. They'll have it at their own 33-yard line.
Yeah, McLeod give a little bit of soft cloud coverage there, right? Give too much for that 3rd down in short distance.
1st and 10 for the Lions, once again at their own 33. Again, the running back is Jace Gardner, right now sit right behind Daniel Hishaw. The 3 slot receivers go to the left side, or wide receivers, 1 to the right. J.T. McLeod will pull up to press coverage here on the right. Patrick Fields the same, way far on across from us at the left. Now Hishaw will step back into the shotgun. Gardner moves to his left. Hishaw with the snap, fakes it. Now he's going to throw it left side. That ball's caught at the 30-yard line, across the 30 to the 35 to the 36-yard line. That was Braden Sloan who made that catch. He was pushed out of bounds probably right about the 36, so it only got about 2 yards. Nice job out there on the corner One of the guys out there was Cameron Watts, so it'll make it 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, it looked like, is that Daylon Figures that was there early and just missed the tackle? He really aggressively went up to make that tackle and just wasn't able to make it.
2nd and 8 for the Lions at their own 36-yard line. They trail 28-0, 3:58 to play, first period. 3 slot receivers to the right, or wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. That's a tight end, actually, to the left for Hishaw. Gardner set behind him to the right. Hishaw in the shotgun. Hishaw's going to fake inside. Nope, he hands to Gardner, and Gardner swallowed up right away. Jordan Kelly just took all of him. Jordan Kelly took quarterback. He took backfield. He took a guard, a center. He just gathered everybody up. And that's going to be a loss of a yard, and it's going to be 3rd down at about 9. Number 88 just outmanned everybody.
Yeah, he's out there tonight showing how much different strength he is against these other competitors.
There's no question, number 88 in a game like this, it's just a guy.
And even from way up here, I mean, it looks like, he outweighs them by 30 pounds.
3rd and 9, 4 more, now at their own 36-yard line. They trail 28-0, 3:12 to go, first period. Daniel Hishaw brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Chase Gardner, they set back to his left in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right. He will fake to Gardner. Straight back is Hishaw. Firing left side. And that ball is caught at the 40-yard line and across the 40. Braden Sloan, he will not have the first down. Patrick Fields shoved him out of bounds at around the 40, so it's only going to be a gain of about 4, and it's going to be 4th down at about 5. And it looked like when he first caught it, he might have more room from that, but obviously he didn't get very far.
Yeah, really slow play to develop there, and it looked like they were going to try to go deep. Great coverage downfield, and Fields was chasing all the way across the field and was able to cut him off and get him out of bounds.
Joe Balick once again will be on to punt. He'll be standing around his own 30-yard line. Landon Wood standing back at Union's 28-yard line. 28-0 Redskins, 2:56 to go. First period and more. We'll kick this thing again. Teams are ready and set. Balick is not very deep. There's the snap. He got the foot into it, and this one once again will not be a very good kick. It is a nice spiral, but it comes straight to the right. And that's going to go out of bounds around Union's 35-yard line. So he's only going to get about 17 yards out of that kick, and it'll be the Redskins football. 2:51 to play, first period. Union 28, more nothing. This is Union football at KRMG.
What if hiring could be easier, less time-consuming?
Just going to do one and just music here, Mike. I just tossed that one in. There's not really a timeout.
Smarter. Thanks to ZipRecruiter, it can be.
Okay.
For jobs at over 100
I know what he's trying to do, the way he aimed it.
So you don't spend time wondering if the right
Yeah,
candidates are searching. Then ZipRecruiter uses its smart matching technology.
One of those nights when you wish you had a 10-run rule in high school football.
Yeah, well, I hope they do what they say.
The ZipRecruiter dashboard makes it easy to review, rate, and contact candidates, all in one place. No wonder 80% of employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site in just one day. ZipRecruiter makes it simple for growing businesses of all sizes to hire the right people, no matter the industry. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
We're so confident ZipRecruiter will get you the results you need. We'll let you try it free. That's right, free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Back in Moore, Oklahoma, Rick Corey, Zach Jones, Doc Levens, and the Johns boys. Union hands it off to Darius Boone on first down, and he is stoned for a loss of 1. The first time he has lost yardage this year. 2nd and 11 for the Redskins at their own 34-yard line, already leading 28-0. Back to passes, Peyton Thompson throwing across the middle. Wide open is AK. He's made that catch at the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. No, it's Avery. That's Avery Alverson, and it's a touchdown. Well, no problem there outrunning Jaden West. Avery Alverson on the post. There was nobody there. Peyton Thompson hit him square in the hands, and that goes 66 yards for a touchdown, and it's 34-0 with 2 minutes to go in the first period.
Well, it couldn't look any prettier than that. I mean, Avery turned that post route and was hit right in the hands on a rope from Peyton. So he put it onto him 25, 30 yards down the field, and it was off to the races, and one man to beat, no chance.
So once again, Noah Rauschenberg will be on to add the extra point. I guess you could say this first period has been all Union. Snap from Cade Brown's a good one. There's the hold. The kick is up, it's high, and it's down the middle. 1:59 to play, first period. Union 35, more nothing, but the Lions get to try again when we come back on KRMG.
Finding great people to hire can be like, well, trying to find
Most of that with 52 seconds to play, or pardon me, 50 seconds total, and with about a minute 59 to play in this first period, it's 35-0 Union. Noah Rauschenberg kicks off again, and of course he kicks it into the end zone, so the Lions will take it at their own 20-yard line. And, all right, so for Union, you're already up 35-0. You have to stay sharp. That's not easy to do when it's going like this. The other thing you have to do is, if you're more, you got to just play the next play. But, man, that's hard.
Yeah, it's really hard. And for Union, I think it's really exciting to see that they're not playing down like they did a couple weeks ago when they played up in Edmond. So that's really encouraging. And then for more, we talk about this each week when there's, a discrepancy in the score and it looks like this. What do? And you just play what you play, and, you try to get some yards and play football.
Play the next play. That's all you can do. Try to win the next snap. Well, they're going to go with a different quarterback. They're going to come with Cameron Allen at quarterback. Will the Moore Lions trailing 35-0, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Cameron Allen will be the quarterback. There'll be two receivers to either side. And now Moore is going to call a timeout. All right, we'll take 1-2. 1:59 to play, first period. 35-0 Union. And Moore wants a timeout. This is Redskins football on KRMG.
The clock is
back in Moore, Oklahoma, where the Redskins of Union lead 35-0 over the Moore Lions. Rick Corey, Zach Jones, Doc Blevins down on the field. Moore trying to snap it from their own 20-yard line, first and 10. Their quarterback is Cameron Allen. He'll have four receivers. Now he's got some motion inside. Allen's going to hand off on the jet sweep, coming to the 20-yard line to the 23. That's going to be Orlando Green, and he's going to be taken down right there. Green didn't get much. I see getting off the bottom right there. I see Cameron Watts. I also see Cade Brown out there, Landon Wood. We'll call it a gain of 3. And that's generous, but we'll make it 2nd and 7.
They need a little generosity at this point, a little jet sweep, trying to pick up some yards and get outside. And, the difference here, what you see tonight, is that they just don't have the speed as what the competitors have played against Union this year.
So they'll move it up. We'll call it the 23-yard line. 2nd down and 7 for the Moore Lions. Again, going left to right, trailing 35-0 with a minute 20 to go this first period. Cameron Allen in the shotgun with 5 receivers. Allen back, looking, firing middle of the field. And that ball is just overthrown, trying to go to Drew Johnson. It was just past his outstretched arms. One of the guys that was over there was C.J. Harris. Wasn't a bad ball. I mean, he put a little spice on that thing, but it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, they got a new QB in the game, but you saw Hishaw is out here playing receiver. So they kept him on the field. I don't think they would take him out. He's a great athlete. But they say, hey, look, we're not be able to get outside of this line of scrimmage, and they've really pocketed him tonight. So let's try to put him at receiver and get the ball in his hands.
Well, at 35-0, you got to have a guy who can throw it a little bit more. Now, Allen comes in 17 of 41 for 193 yards with 3 picks and 1 touchdown. So it's going to be 3rd and 7 now for Moore, trailing 35-0 here in the first period. They're at their own 23-yard line. They need the 30 for the first down. Cameron Allen, number 9, under center, has 3 receivers to the right. He has 2 to the left. Allen slaps his hands, has the ball. Here comes the rush. Allen's going to have to hurry, and a big face mask. He goes down at the 24-yard line, and that was really just unfortunate. Just grabbing the face mask, just trying to grab a hold of anything, and he got a hold of him, and that was Michael Panther. No, that was Josh Peoples, pardon me. Josh Peoples, and he almost just turned his helmet sideways. He was about to look out the ear hole.
Well, I think it's a great job there, Josh Peoples. He's a sophomore coming in the game tonight, really pushing upfield, got great penetration, and he saw the quarterback go by him and had enough whereabouts. He grabbed the quarterback and unfortunately put his fingers right through the face mask and put him to the ground.
And I feel Cameron Allen's head jerked around like a rag doll. I'm glad he's going to be all right. So that's going to be a first down for Moore. It'll take it up to the 38-yard line, and Hishaw will go back at quarterback once again.
Yeah, that's that 3rd first down of the night, and the other 2 have just been one on penalties.
So once again, here comes Hishaw, now at their own 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Moore Lions. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right, and there's also a very short kind of a wing back to the right. and an offset running back to the right as well, and that running back is Tony Fogel. They're taking a lot of time to get the play in. 7 on the play clock as Moore just stands around. Now Hishaw comes back to the line of scrimmage. He'll have to hurry with 3 on the play clock. Here comes motion. He's going to fake and then hand off inside to Fogel, and he's going to be gummed up immediately. Oh, the ball's out of there, and Nate Raper has the football, and he's headed toward the end zone, but they blew the whistle. Raper was zipping at that thing and ripping at it, and he finally got it out, but they said the forward progress was dead at the 35, but Zach, there was never a whistle.
No whistle, and they were still trying to bring him to the ground, so they'd still surrounded him and a lot of hands on him, and they pulled that ball out of the pile.
Raper had the football, and he ran toward the end zone and dropped it, and it rolled in the end zone, and the official made him go get it. So Nate Raper just ran from the 20-yard line
good kid.
down to the end zone to pick up the football because I guess Michael Stevenson, the referee, said, you took it, you get it.
That's right. You had to run a gasser real quick, go get it, and come back to the huddle.
Yeah, loser walks. So
the ref said, I'm not going to get it.
It's going to be 2nd and 10 at their own 38-yard line for Moore. You never know what's going to happen in Oklahoma high school football. Once saw a first down chain that was 9.5 yards long. What do you think about that?
Easier to get a first down, apparently.
Yeah, 2nd and 9.5. Once again, Moore's going to let the clock run down, and this time they're going to let the clock run down on the quarter clock, and that's going to do the first quarter. Thank goodness. 35-0 Union leads at the end of 1. Moore will have 2nd and 10 when we return on KRMG.
It goes beyond.
But the Lions trailing 35-0 as we begin the second period, get their first down up around the 48-yard line, their own 48. They'll move it now to the 49, so they may actually crease midfield here. They have not been in Union territory tonight.
Hishaw got on the move there, got into some space, and created a little something.
Cameron Allen comes back in at the quarterback slot, so Hishaw will stay in, but he's at the slot on the right side. So 4 wide receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Cameron Allen will step up. The inside receiver on the right side is Hishaw, the other quarterback. Allen straight back. He's going to throw it to Hishaw, who makes the cat. Nope, he dropped it. Oh, Hishaw turned and a little hook pattern at the 46. It hit him right on the 2 and bounced straight down to the ground. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Hishaw to concentrate a little bit more.
So it'll be 2nd down. The ball's going to be at the 48-yard line. 2nd and 10 for the Moore Lions. Now going from right to left here. 11:33 to play in this first half. 35-0 Union.
Jay spotted that from up here. He said that the down marker is a yard behind. We backed it up.
And not only that, the play clock had been at 0. They just now reset the play clock after putting it at 0. So I don't think anybody knows where it is. We'll do this. We'll just do the football game. How about that? 3 receivers on the right side, 1 to the left. The guy in the quarterback position is Cameron Allen. Allen straight back to throw. Pats it, fires to his right, and that ball is incomplete. It fell well behind the receiver. He was trying to go out there to, that's a newer receiver who's in the ball game. That was Orlando Green. But the ball was well short. The guy that had the best shot at it was Cade Brown. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, and Cade made a diving attempt at it. Just wasn't in his ballpark. But there was nowhere close to the receiver, about 3 or 4 yards short of that.
So it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The ball will be set at the 48-yard line of Moore. They trail 35-0 with 11:28 to go here in this second period. Cameron Allen brings him back to the line of scrimmage. Again, 3 receivers out to his right. And again, one of those is the inside man, the quarterback, Daniel Hishaw. 8 on the play clock as Allen just now getting the call. Now he's going to walk forward and change the play, walk backwards, and he's not going to get it off. He did not. Did they call another timeout, or did they just penalize them?
Get some laundry
The
down
clock
here
went to
behind.
the clock went to 0, so they're going to penalize him and walk him backwards. And Moore tonight just cannot get the play calls in. And I got to tell you, that's not the kid's fault.
No, that's a lot of motion there, trying to get the play in and then try to audible out of the play. There's just not enough time on that clock to do all that.
Well, that's a coach's fault. That is clearly a coach's fault. You've got to get the play into these guys and let them get after it.
When we heard Coach not Blankenship, we were looking at the game last week after the Blankenship defense, and Coach said, we thought about it last week quite a bit, trying to get into the right play because the defense was showing some other things. And I think you see a lot of that.
3rd and 15, throw to the left side is complete at the 50-yard line. The guy catching that was Jace Torres. He is ushered out of bounds by Patrick Fields. That's going to be a gain of about 7, and it'll be 4th down and about 7 for the Moore Lions. And once again, they will bring on Joe Bailey to punt. This time he'll be kicking from right to left. Not a lot of wind out there as I look out at the goalpost and the streamers hanging off those. Landon Wood will have a chance to return this one, hopefully back around the 20-yard line. 35-0 Union, 11:23 to play here in this second period. Balick is ready to kick. Now a little motion as Dylan Boucher will switch to the right side for Moore. Snap is low, but he got a hold of it. And Union almost blocked it, but he got it off. Landon Wood's going to make the catch, drop it, and pick it up again. Landed at the 20, 25-yard line, cuts back, and he's going to go down around the 30. He got hogtied and just thrown down around the 32-yard line. That'll be good enough for about a 17-yard return. Hayden Kemp knocked him down right there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Redskins, leading already 35-0.
Well, Alex Davis is the guy that came off the corner on that punt, and man, did he have a shot at it. If they weren't rolling to the right to do that Australian-style kick or punt, I think he had a real good shot at blocking that thing. He got such a good jump.
They'll move it to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 Union, now going left to right. They're dressed in their gray pants with the red, black, and white stripes. White jerseys, they've got the red and black numbers, and of course the silver helmets. Bringing them back out once again is Peyton Thompson. He'll have no backs in the backfield. Instead, Thompson's going to have tight end right side, 3 receivers. Thompson is looking to the sideline. They're short a player. Yeah, I was about to say, they're short a player, and it's Keith Dorsey, the running back, who didn't come out. I mean, Keith is thinking, hey, I don't normally play. He's standing over there next to the coach. Union will call a timeout and remind number 5, you're our guy.
You're here now,
You're
right?
our guy. We'll take a break. 35-0 Redskins. This is Union Football on KRMG.
Hi, this is
Redskins.com. Annual percentage yield accurate as of September 27, 2017. Member FDIC.
This is the home of Union High School football. News 102.3 KRMG.
Back in Moore, Oklahoma, Union throws into the end zone for C.J. Moore. Drew Johnson, is the guy that knocks that away. It'll be third down now and 3 for Rent Union, up 35-0 with 10:46 to play here in this first half. The ball will be set at the Moore 23-yard line. First third down of the night for Union. Peyton Thompson in the shotgun. Keith Dorsey to his left. Peyton hands off to Dorsey. He explodes forward across the 20. Keith's got the first down. Down to around the 18-yard line, Dylan Boucher, the guy who made that tackle. Back down to the sidelines with Doc Blevins. What do you got, Doc?
Rick, the rain seems to have gone away here on the field, and I checked with trainer Dan Newman, and he said that there does not appear to be a lightning threat for the rest of the evening. Nothing going on in the area, so this game should be able to be played to completion without a weather interruption. We appreciate it, Doc. Throw out to the left side to C.J. Moore. He's brought down by Hayden Kemp, but not before he makes the catch and gets forward to around the 12-yard line. Gain of 5. We'll call it 2nd and 5. 35-0 Union. 10:20 to play here in this first half, and they're threatening again. Now at Moore's 12-yard line. Peyton Thompson with 2 receivers to his right. Avery Alverson has a touchdown tonight. So does A.K. Wilson. He's the other. C.J. Moore to the left. Keith Dorsey, the running back, set just to the left of Thompson in the shotgun. Thompson ready. Has the snap. Looks to his right. He's going to fire to the far corner of the end zone for Avery Alverson. Caught. Touchdown. Avery Alverson, what a tremendous job of using his body to get away from Drew Johnson. Avery bent it inside and then used that big body to get back outside over the shoulder. Brilliant catch and throw, and it's 41-0.
That's exactly right. That's what it should look like. Throwing back corner and just separation is what you need at this level. And they've got enough speed and a perfect throw. So great job by the line of scrimmage to hold off the defenders rushing after Peyton, and Peyton just sets back and throws a nice one.
Telling you, somebody better recruit Avery Alverson. That kid
I
can
tell you
play.
what, he's
can
slick,
play.
smooth athlete.
Noah Rauschenberg on for the extra point, boots it through with no trouble. 9:58 to play, first half already. 42-0 Union. This is Redskins football on KRMG.
I'm Jim Evinger, CEO of Renew Sleep Solutions.
The Union Redskins, 9:58 to play here in the first half. This last drive, 6 plays, 32 yards, 1 minute and 12 seconds. Avery Alverson's second touchdown of the night, a 13-yard catch. The Noah Rauschenberg extra point, and that's where we stand. Rauschenberg kicks it into the end zone again, and haplessly watching it fly over their head, Dylan Bouchette and Orlando Green. It'll be first down and 10 for the Moore Lions.
Well, tonight we're 6 for 6 with kickoff for no return, and last week we came into the game at about 75%. We talk about field position, and a lot of times that has a lot to do with the way the game plays and the way you can score. And tonight not near as much, but later in the season that's a humongous advantage.
So it'll be first and 10 more. They'll be moving now from right to left at their own 20-yard line. Their quarterback again will be Daniel Hishaw. His setback will be Tony Fogel. 3 receivers, 2 right side, 1 to the left, and a up back on the left side. Fogel set directly behind Hishaw. Hishaw hands to Fogel. He breaks free across the 20, gets to around the 24-yard line. Cade Brown was one guy who was there. I think somebody got a hand on him first, up close to the line of scrimmage. Could not quite get him down, though. It'll be a gain of about 3. We'll call it 4. It'll be second and 6.
Well, that's just a hard run there. Maybe the first and biggest one that broke, you say 6. That looks like 5, but I'm going to give him 4.
Yeah, we're going to give him 4. So it's going to be second down and 6 at their own 24-yard line. Once again, Hishaw, same set. 2 receivers to his right. He's got a wing back to his left and a receiver wide left as well. Now Fogel, the running back, shifts to the left, and Hishaw walks forward to call the play. 8 seconds on the play clock. They'll need the 30 for the first down. Hishaw's going to hand to Fogle again, and he will not get there this time. Fogle lost a yard. He got jumped by Nate Raper, Cade Brown, C.J. Harris got in there. Oh, they're going to give him one. All right, that's a pretty good spot for Moore. That's going to take it to the 25-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5, and I think that may be a generous yard.
I think that's pretty generous. They got a couple new guys in on the D-line as well, so we're going to have to just keep spotting numbers, and I'll give you some spots out there, Jay, as you're looking at the skill positions.
So it'll be, 3rd down and 5 now for Moore, trailing 42-0 with 8:46 to go here in this first period. 2 receivers come left side. One of those guys is dangerous, Braden Sloan. He's already got a couple of catches tonight. Far side is Jace Torres, a 6'4", 212-pounder. 3 on the play clock, and Hishaw's not even close to getting it off, and they're going to be penalized again. Nope, they're going to call a timeout. We're going to keep it here this time. And all right, Zach, I understand one of the things they're trying to do is they're trying to milk the clock. They want to run as much time as they want. That's fine. That's the 3rd time they've either had a penalty or called timeout. That's the coach's fault. You're not giving your kids a chance to be successful.
Yeah, you've got to get him at least the play and let him try. And I don't know if he's trying to play the chess game or trying to find out what defense they're on. But Union tonight isn't shuffling on defense, and so they're not changing up their coverages. He just needs to get a play in.
Well, let's be honest. It doesn't matter what defense they're in. It really does not.
Well, I was trying to be nice saying they weren't really shuffling. But.
No, but that's the truth, and that's nothing against Moore. They have what they have. The players that are out, they do the best with the talent that they have. But Union, doesn't matter what defense they're in, really. What you want to do is just go call your offense, try to do what you do best.
Yeah, what's going to give you the best opportunity to move the ball. Yep.
While this is going on, we'll pause 10 seconds to allow for station identification. This is Union Football on KRMG.
From the Ferguson Union BNC studio.
Back in 2 seconds.
KRMG.
3rd and 5 for the Moore Lions at their own 25-yard line, trailing 42-0 with 8.5 to go here in this first half. Hishaw rolls to his left, and he's got pressure. He dropped the football. It's on the ground. Hishaw jumps on it. Union jumps on it. Union says they have it. Cade Brown is the guy back there who knocked it out. They are still fighting. No one has made an official point yet. The official is trying to dig people out of the bottom. The ball's going to be marked at the 5 no matter who has it. Cade Brown knocked it free on the blitz. Hishaw Lynn chased it. C.J. Harris is back there trying to get it, and I think Moore might still have it. Union is pointing toward the end zone.
Indication of 4th down.
Yeah, but Moore's going to have the football. So it will be Moore's ball at their own 5-yard line. And you know what? At this point, they may just as well wish the Union recovered.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's really – they lost 15 on the play, and at this point, their punt has only been about 15 yards. So
and Hishaw did exactly what Peyton Thompson did 2 weeks ago,
exactly
just across town here. When he had the ball out, you got to put that thing away. So the guy who's going to come in to punt it away again is Joe Bellick. He's standing about halfway in his end zone, about 5 yards deep in his end zone to our right. Again, we are going from right to left, and he's going from right to left. Landon Wood standing back around the 40-yard line, just inside that, actually, of Moore. Bailick waiting, 3 on the play clock. He's going to Australian-style kick this thing, and Landon may have a chance, but it's going to bounce. Landon's going to pick it up at the 45. He's got some room. Landon Wood coming to the 40-yard line, cuts back at the 35. Landon at the 30. Go, young man. 25-20. Landon at the 50, the 10, the 5. Jumps into the end zone. Did he score? Touchdown, Landon Wood. And there's not a flag on the field. Number 3 is finally in the end zone on the punt return. 45 yards. It's 48-0, and there's not a more deserving score tonight than that one.
I'll tell you what, that is one that it has to go down in the record books. He needs to make his point and he stand up and celebrate a little bit. He's been working so hard for one of those, and it didn't get called back. So awesome job there, cutting back midfield. And I was really excited. He was standing at the 40. And how many times do you catch a punt standing at the opposing team's 40? And they run him all the way across the field, the opposite side, and they cut back. What a great job there by both.
That was a tremendous last 5 yards, and he just launched himself into the end zone. Rauschenberg on for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. 7:16 to go in this first half, and it's already 49-0 Union. Redskins kick next on KRMG.
According to homevalue.com, local home values are at an
Moore, Oklahoma, where there's a woodshed right on the field and Moore's behind it. 49-0. Union leads already, and we still have 7:16 to go here in this first period. Rick Corey, Zach Jones, Doc Blevins, and the Johns boys. And once again, it is Noah Rauschenberg putting it in the end zone. Now, we began the show tonight talking about Kevion Cooper and what happened to him last week, and we did have a chance before the game to ask Coach Frederick about Kevion and kind of how he's doing.
We hear from Kevion that he's progressing well and continues to get better each day. And we still got a ways to go with Kevion, but we do appreciate how much people have prayed for him and thought about his family.
That is nice to hear. And I tell you the other thing, again, I want to give a real big tip of the hat to Dan Newman. The Union trainer was right there when Kevion had his problem. And he was calm, he was quick, he was direct. They were able to get Kevion to the hospital. And he's going to be, we hope, all right, which is really important.
Yeah, that's awesome.
First and 10 for the Moore Lions. They'll be once again at their own 20-yard line. That's where they've started most of the night. They'll be going from right to left, trailing 49-0 with 7:16 to go here in this first period. Daniel Hishaw and Jace Gardner in the backfield. Hishaw will hand to Gardner, and he is crunched right at the 20. One of the guys there was Michael Panther. Nick Jones was the guy who filled that hole, though. Seeing a lot of different guys playing now for the Redskins. You're going to see a lot of that happening up front on the defensive line. You're still seeing Isaiah McGuire. Nick is in there. Also, guy in on that one right there was Adam Vermillion.
We know a lot of people were watching that thing about Kevion, and as we were coming in tonight, we ran into Billy Wilcox's mom downstairs. Yeah. He's a big lineman here, and she said, you know, how are you? We don't like your colors, but how's Kevion? I mean, he's really awesome.
Second and 10 for Moore at their own 20-yard line. Again, they're moving from right to left. Their quarterback, Hishaw, is a talented young man. He just hasn't been able to get off a little bit yet. He's got double tight ends. Hishaw's going to fake. Now he's going to throw to the left side. Ball caught at the 25-yard line, just across that. That is Drew Johnson, who made that catch. Trey Thompson was there. The other guy was there was Cameron Watt. So it's going to be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down and 4 now for the Moore Lions.
Well, that's a great throw and catch on the outside there. And Watts was in position to make the tackle right when he caught it, but you know, it's to the outside shoulder and had enough room there to make the catch and get some.
Far right side all the way out is Braden Sloan. Now he's going to walk back in a little bit on 3rd and 4 for Moore at their own 26-yard line. They need the 30. They trail 49-0 with 6 minutes to go in this first half. Hishaw trying to get the call. Moving to his left is Jace Gardner. Hishaw on the shotgun at the 20-yard line. He's set. There's the snap. He's going to quarterback run it to himself. He's got to cross the 30-yard line. He'll have the first down. He made one guy miss around the 28, and it was finally pushed down by Cameron Watts, but somebody right about it was Sean DeBose who missed him right around the 23-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Moore Lions. They'll move it to their own 31-yard line. Oh, they're going to mark it all the way to the 33.
Yeah, Hishaw picked up enough there to first down and plenty more, but just got outside the pocket and got scrambled to get loose. And this is something you're seeing a couple. I'm sure they played a few more series this week in practice, but this is when you see a little bit of that breakdown where that pocket's now starting to dilute a little bit because you got a little different mixture of the players.
You're also seeing a lot of backups now for Union, which is nice. These guys get to play. First and 10 more, now at their own 33-yard line. 5:26 to go first half, 49-0 Union. They're going to hand off left side, and just swallowed up immediately was Gardner. He got nothing. That's going to be a gain of 0. Again, one of the guys in there, one of the first on the scene was Sean DeBose, the safety. C.J. Harris was there as well. We'll call it 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of room to run up there in the middle. They're going to have to get outside, and there was nothing moving there in the middle when they tried to get to the inside.
So they'll keep it parked right at the 33-yard line, and Moore again taking a lot of time, and the play clock's not working. It's set at 0. Now it sets back to 25. Not paying a lot of attention, or there's a short down there somewhere. Quarterback Daniel Hishaw looking to the sideline for the play call. Play clock now, even though it was not started correctly, is now down to 13 seconds. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Again, the offset back is number 11, Jace Gardner. Gardner now shifts to the left. Union's ready. There's the snap. They're going to fake to Gardner, and Hishaw's going to throw to the right. And that ball's knocked up in the air and almost intercepted. Oh, that was a really terrific play in there by by Nick Jones. Nick Jones, the linebacker, got a big old paw up there and knocked that thing down, and it's going to be 3rd down and 10. And that might have been completed if it were not for number 17.
Yeah, I think there was plenty of room to catch right behind Nick Jones. He was falling back into that zone, and it looked like they were going to just run a deep drag behind him. Great play there by the outside.
3rd and 10, 4 more at their own 33-yard line. Clock ticks away, 4:30 to go. First half, 49-0 Union. Now Moore will make a couple of switches and bring on some different players. Evan Biederman comes on. He's had one nice catch tonight. He'll go to the right, 2 receivers that way, 1 to the left. One of the guys to the left here is Braden Sloan. Quick snap, and Hishaw is back. Here comes pressure. Hishaw fires, and that ball is caught by Sloan, but Davis knocks him down immediately. He's tackled right at the 38-yard line. Adam Davis was right there, and it's going to be 4th down now and about 5 for Moore. And once again, the hardest working guy on the Moore football team tonight's the punter, Joe Ballard.
Yeah, he's gotten plenty of series this evening. Looks like maybe a little Tebow out there, a little blue and red. A little different build, but by the way, he's back there.
He's going to kick it again, and the guy who just returned the punt for the touchdown, Landon Wood, is back. No, actually, it's going to be Sestek. It's going to be Jack Sestek back, and he's going to be standing around the 31-yard line. So it will be Bailey kicking it away, and he's standing at his own 27. Moore shifts to the right on this 4th and 5 at their own 38-yard line. There's the snap. Bailey's going to kick this one straight away. Sestek will make that catch back around the 24-yard line. Now he makes a move to the 30. Sestek's got some room. 35-yard line. Oh, he's going to get knocked down there. He tried to come back to the right. There just wasn't quite enough room there for him to get all the way back to the right. Guy jumping in there was Alex Baxter to make that tackle. So the Redskins will start 1st and 10 right around their own 33-yard line. And we'll see who all comes out for Union this time offensively.
It'll be an interesting mix to see who's in the offensive series this time. I would not expect to have too many of the ones ever see the field again this evening.
Well, with a 49-0 lead, you've certainly gone well past what you need for your district stuff, so you're good there.
There's a lot of numbers on the board. When it's 49 in the
I know.
first half, you're saying that.
I'll just keep saying numbers until one of them is right. Peyton Thompson is going to come back, though, at quarterback. Keith Dorsey going to be the setback. Thompson looks to his throw. No, that's Fisher. Throws to his left, and it's caught at the 40-yard line. Across the 40, the 43, 44, to the 45-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down for Union. Off the bottom of that pile is Brontavious White. Brontavious White made that catch, and it's 1st down. So a nice job right there by number 15, Tyler Fisher. Quarterback, his brother was a quarterback and receiver here. Fisher will hand left side, and that's Dorsey, who pounds up inside. He's across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Not much, about 2, but he slopped it forward as best he could. The guy who was in there was Dedrian Jacobs on the tackle, 2nd down and 8.
Just going to run the ball a little bit, maybe eat up some clock, but they're going to want to make sure that Fisher feels good back there throwing the ball, too.
Speaking of clock, 3 minutes to go, 1st half, 49-0 Union. Speaking of throwing it, Fisher throws out to the right side. Ettrick Logan makes the catch and gets dragged down, and that looked like a horse collar or a face mask. They didn't call either, and it'll be good for about a yard, and we'll give it 4th down, or probably 3rd down and about 6 for Union now at their own 49-yard line. They'll need the more 45 for the 1st down.
It looked like Ettrick was definitely brought down by one or the other, and didn't get the call there.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Once again in the shotgun is Fisher. Fisher with Keith to his left. I say Keith, that's Keith Dorsey, the 5'10", 150-pound junior. Only had 24 yards coming in, but he's going to get some work tonight. Dorsey shifts to the left of Fisher. Fisher rolling to his left. Squares himself, tries to throw deep. Here comes pressure. Now he just throws it away. Fisher goes down back around the 35-yard line. It was Kanan Nelson who was chasing him back there, so he did the smart thing and threw it away in his 4th down, and for the first time tonight, Union will punt.
Yeah, it was interesting. He got out there on his corner and tried to turn the corner and run downhill, and as a right-handed quarterback, you've really got to get your hips, shoulders square, getting back downhill, and he just didn't have room to turn because he had the defensive end right there in his face. So he kind of sidestepped a little bit, threw one in the dirt, and took one shot for himself.
2:15 to play, 1st half, 49-0 Union. And of course, Farquhar will be on to kick this thing away. First time he's punted tonight. He'll be standing around his own 34-yard line. The guy back deep to receive it is Dylan Bouchette. He's had about 40 tackles tonight already, and that's because that defensive line hasn't done an awful lot tonight. There's the snap. There's the kick, and it's going to be very high but kind of short. Bouchette's going to come up and make the fair catch. He dropped the football. It's picked up by Union. Bouchette dropped it. He had to back up, hit him right in the shoulders, and he dropped it. And it looks like Jaquan Sanders, who's the guy that back there recovers it at the 17-yard line, and it's Union's football. They'll stay on offense, and he made that classic mistake when he misread the ball. Never go backwards. Let it go over your head.
Yeah, he's stepping backwards and tried to catch it. It looked like he went right off his face mask as he leaned backwards, and never a good thing. If you're going to just let it go, you've got to just let that one run.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Redskins, already leading 49-0 with 2 minutes to go in this 1st half. Once again, the guy bringing him out at quarterback is going to be Tyler Fisher, the 6', 150-pound senior. His brother Zach was a quarterback wide receiver here. 3 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Keith Dorsey, the single setback. Fisher hands off to Dorsey. Keith to the right side, and he got popped. The ball's free. It looks on the ground, and Moore has it this time.
No. Union picked it up.
Oh, did they again? Dylan Bouchette hit him, and I mean hit him square in the football. It came out, more fell on it, but it must have popped out again.
Brock Henry came up with it somehow. They just didn't get their fingers on it.
All right, so that's fine. It will remain Union's football. Moore fell right square on top. You know what happens a lot of times when you do that? You fall too hard and the ball squirts out.
Yep. You do a lot of that practicing, falling on a fumble and turning your body sideways, because when you jump on it, people jump on you, you knock the air out of yourself, man, it can hurt you real bad.
So it'll be second down and 15 for the Redskins. Now Mark back at the 22-yard line. Fisher will hand off to Dorsey. Burst forward, 15, 10, 5. Keith, touchdown. Nice job of breaking the first tackle by Keith Dorsey, and then past that, it was all that offensive line opening up holes. 1:21 to play in this first half. Now 55-0, and good for Keith Dorsey.
He just want to build his stats up a little bit here. Richard John says he just need to back him up a little bit so he can get some more yards.
Hey, look, I'm glad after what happened right there, after you fumble the ball, you want a little success. He did break a tackle, but then past that, there was a big old hole there. Number 5 went to pay dirt.
Yeah, he hit that first line of first line of defense, and had both hands on that thing like he wasn't going to let go for nothing.
Noah Rauschenberg on for yet another extra point. He may have his right leg may be 2 inches longer than his left by the time we're done here tonight.
I think he's going to go for the record.
He knocks it through. 1:21 to go here, first half. Union 56, more nothing. This is Redskins football at KRMG.
Finding
Moore, Oklahoma, where the Union Redskins lead 56-0 over the Moore Lions. Rick Corey with Zach Jones, Doc Levins, Richard N. J. Johns. Noah Rauschenberg will kick off from left to right. There are 2 players back deep for Moore, but unless Noah slips and falls, it won't matter, because this thing will go deep into the end zone. Noah approaches, puts the foot to it. This one's a little bit shorter, but it's still going to be in the end zone by about 4 yards, and they had no desire to run that out. Watching it sail over his head was Orlando Green. First and 10 now for the Lions at their own 20-yard line. At this point, just trying to play one play at a time.
Yeah, they got to put one play at a time, but they've got about 1 minute and 21 seconds to just burn off the clock. And if they did it right, they probably could do that.
So the touchdown drive is 2 plays, 22 yards, 42 seconds. That is the 4th touchdown drive of under a minute tonight for Union. And if you add 2 scores non-traditionally, 1 interception and 1 punt return, which were both under a minute, that is 6 touchdowns under a minute. That's arena football all over again, my friend.
I was going to say, if you looked at the time of possession, you might look a little opposite on the time tonight. You'd be like, wow, Moore must be in the game. And then you'd see the score.
First and 10, it'll be Cameron Allen once again for Moore at quarterback. He'll drop back, throw to his right. That ball is completed around the 28-yard line, across the 30 to the 32-yard line. That's a nice throw in there, a nice catch for Jace Torres. That's going to be a first down right at the 34-yard line. That will stop the clock. Well, no, they're not going to stop the clock. They're going to let this thing run. So it'll be first and 10 at the 34. Once again, bringing him up, number 9. That is Cameron Allen.
Well, that's a good sign. We're not to the second half yet, and they've already started the running clock, so that's good things.
2 receivers to the left side, 1 receiver to the right. Allen's going to bring him up, and again, he's going to let a lot of his play clock run out before he makes this call. The guy offset next to him as a running back is London Lester, pardon me. Allen's in the shotgun, straight back to throw, looking to his left, plenty of time, fires. That ball is complete and then dropped. That was hit right in the hands of Braden Sloan, and he just got crunched. And the guy there that hit him was Cameron Watts, and he hit him right in the ribs. That's going to be a little sore tomorrow. It's going to be second down at 10, Moore at their own 34.
Yeah, he's coming off the sideline and not too happy that he dropped the ball, but Sloan's a little disappointed there. He got popped right when the ball got there, so great stick by Cameron. And unfortunately, only thing unfortunate about that is it just stopped the clock.
So they did stop the clock at 42 seconds to play first half. 56-0 Union, second down at 10, Moore at their own 34. Cameron Allen again brings him up and has him ready. He's got a wing back to the right, wide receiver to the right, 3 receivers to the left. Snap to Allen. Looks to throw quickly to the right side, and he airmailed that thing. I mean, it way over the head of everybody. Trying to go to Jace Torres, and he had no chance. So the clock doesn't run much, about 38 seconds left in the half, and it'll be 3rd down and 10. And the problem with that is you're going to give Union another chance if you're not careful.
Yeah, based on the stats you just read, it's plenty of time for them to score this evening.
Stopping the clock is what you might want to be telling your coaches. Hand the ball off, and let's see what happens. It's 3rd and 10, Moore at their own 34. Allen looks to the sideline again, 18 on the play clock, 38 seconds to go in the half, 56-0 Union. They'll bring 3 receivers to the left, but one of those is a very tight slot. Now they'll send 2 to the right. One of those guys is the other quarterback, Daniel Hishaw. Straight back is Allen. Here comes the pressure. Fires to his left, and that ball's way overthrown. Trying to get that in there to Orlando Green, and that'll stop the clock again at 33 seconds to go, and now they will punt to Union.
I'll tell you what, that's just poor clock management at that point. Cameron Allen is the second quarterback to come in the game, and he throws the ball a little bit better than Hishaw, but when he throws the ball, he's getting rid of it so quickly. He's so scattered back there, he just wants to get rid of it.
Well, and he was off that back foot. When you do that, the ball just sails a little bit. So it's going to be Jack Sestek again back once again, to return this thing. And Balick again will kick it away. The ball to 34, so Balick standing around his own 23. Sestek standing back around the 32 of Union. 33 seconds to go, first half, 56-0 Redskins. Balick's ready. Now a shift by Moore. Now they'll shift again and send one man left to right. And now the play clock goes to 0, and they're going to get penalized again. That is the 4th time tonight they've been penalized for running out of time, and that is just, at this point in the season, not something you'd think you want to do.
Yeah, I don't understand that on a punt either. They do that motion each time, and they're not even hustling, right? So they didn't put a hustle out there. No one was even excited about the play clock running down. They just let it run out.
Well, Union turned down the penalty, so they're going to kick from here anyway. 33 seconds to go in the half, 56-0 Redskins, and once again, Balick is set to punt. Bichette moves from left to right. Now he's set. And now we have a snap, and the ball's away, and Sestak's going to have to hurry to get to it, but it's going to bounce short of him and go out of bounds around the 32-yard line. And Union got such a great jump. That was Davis. They got such a great jump that I thought they might call him offsides, but they did not. So the Redskins will have 25 seconds on the clock to probably just hand the ball off. But, that's still a dangerous time. You pop one guy, and you can go score again.
Yeah, you sure can get through that first line. And, I was going to say, Davis is coming off that corner on the right side and getting after that punter, but he keeps rolling to the right, that rugby-style kick to the right. I would bring him off the opposite side. They're going to run right into him and make themselves a little block punt.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Redskins at their own 30-yard line. They're already up 56-0 here with 25 seconds to go in the first half. You can tell it's almost halftime because the booth is filled with dignitaries. Look around behind you. The legend Doc Blevins is back there. I see Steve Dunlop back there. Emily is back there. Look at all the people here.
I tightened my tie. I wanted to make sure I looked good when they showed up.
There's a lot of firepower in here, and none of it is sitting up here. So Union will just kind of take the knee, hand the thing off, and they're going to let this thing go to the half. That's exactly how it should be. So there's 12 seconds to go on the clock, but Union's already running off the field. We're going to have a nice halftime here in a moment. So at the end of the first half, 56-0 Redskins, district points in hand. Now we'll see what happens in the second half. Halftime coming up next. This is Redskins football and KRN Forbes. Forbes is going to approach. The ball's going to be kicked off, and this one's going to be a little short. It's going to come down around the 15-yard line, and that's where Bichette will have a chance to return it at the 20, up around the 22, the 23. He may push forward to the 24. I think it's probably going to stay about the 23-yard line, and that's right where the Moore Lions will start, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
It looks like Nick Jones there on the tackle, here's the second team kickoff on the field for the first time this evening, and it's really exciting. Again, we always like to talk about how it develops the team and how it develops the system, right? And then you get these guys in the game in the second half, and they play an entire half when typically they get a couple minutes on some other teams.
I tell you the one thing that really it's good for, it's great for morale, and these guys have to be the guys that play that scout team, and they're going to be a lot better scout team players by getting time. 1st and 10 for Moore, thrown 33-yard line. Daniel Hishaw will be the guy that brings him up, and it will be Orlando Green at that running back slot. Pardon me, that's going to be Jace Gardner. They're going to hand it off and try to hand it off to Gardner. He dropped the football, but Gardner picks it up coming off to his left and gets across the 25 to around the 26-yard line. It was Sean DeBose who made the tackle right there, and it's going to be 2nd down and about 7 for Moore as they continue to try to move the football, trailing 56-0, just underway here, second half.
Yeah, that's just doing a little bit of motion and trying to move the ball up the field in the first play of the second half, pick up a few yards for the Moore Lions.
Once again, Hishaw came into this with a really nice 499 yards running, but tonight he's just had a very, very difficult go of it. He'll be in the shotgun once again on the second down and about 7. Ball to 27 yards line of Moore. He's going to hand off once again to the inside, and this time Jace Gardner's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. He lost about a yard, and that is going to be Dantes Chotman who brought him down. It's going to be third down now and about 7.
Well, here's that pressure situation. You're third down and long, and nothing's really been working this evening, so they're probably going to go to the air and try to pick up a couple of yards. And again, it gives the opportunity for the clock to stop.
You know, if I'm their coaches, though, discretion is the better part of valor. At some point, you let the clock run.
That's right.
You don't want to put your guys in a worse position. You throw one and get it picked and get it returned, and it can get embarrassing. So it'll be third down and about 7. 4 more now. They're on 26-yard line, trailing 56-0, just underway third period. Hishaw rolls to the right. He is going to throw it, slings it downfield. What a beautiful play, knocked away. At the last minute, that was Avante Wilkins, the safety who came up and made that play. He was trying to go to Dylan Bouchette. It didn't get there. That will stop the clock, but a really nice play by Union, and it'll be 4th down and 7 now for the Moore Lions. Ball set at the 26-yard line.
That's a beautiful deflection there, and the ball was a little bit behind him. What a great deflect and knocking down that, because that was going to have enough for a first down.
Jack Sestoke will be the guy back to return this kick. He'll be around the 40-yard line. Once again, Balick will be the guy kicking it away.
You see Sestock actually moved over to the left now, finally.
Well, Balick has run to his right and then kicked this thing, kind of like the soccer-style guy. This time he's going to kick it straight ahead and tries to kick it away. Jack makes the fair catch signal, though, made it around the 41-yard line and made a nice play. So Union will take it right there at their own 41-yard line, already leading by a score of 56-0, with 9:15 to go here in this third period.
Looks like the line of scrimmage, the offensive line is going to be the twos for sure.
I think we're going to see the twos almost across the board. Keith Dorsey, I think, will probably go ahead and play that running back slot. He needs that experience. So here comes the Union twos. Once again, they will bring out Tyler Fisher, Zach's little brother. He will play quarterback. It will be Dorsey as the running back. 1st and 10 Redskins at their own 41-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Fisher in the shotgun has the handoff straight ahead to Dorsey, and he piles forward. Got about 3 before he was jumped on by the entire defense. It was Terrell Dodson who made the first hit. We'll give him 3 and call it 2nd down and 7 for the Redskins.
Here, running over there behind Ryan Rodriguez and Jake Henry. These new guys in there pushing some meat around in the middle.
Fisher looks to the sideline for the play. 2nd down and 7. Has the play now at the own 44-yard line of Union. Montavious White will come in motion. He'll hand to White on the left side on the little jet sweep, and he's going to get bogged up but then move forward a little and get back to the line of scrimmage. Not much more than that, if any. Once again, Terrell Dodson out there on the tackle. He may have lost a half yard, but we'll leave it where it is and say it's going to be 3rd down and 7 now on the jet sweep.
Yeah, that's that same jet sweep is what you see A.K. Wilson running. Just a little difference in speed there is how it's set up and get to the corner. But, as the young guys are trying to see and emulate exactly what they see from above.
They're going to give him the 45-yard line, so we're going to call it 3rd down and 6. They'll need the 49-yard line of Moore, will the Redskins. Fisher has the snap, running to his left, looks to throw, and he just fires it out of bounds. It looked like maybe that was a busted play. The ball was snapped. I don't think Union expected it to be snapped, and Fisher did the only thing he could, which was run to the left and chunk it. He did. It goes out of bounds. That'll stop the clock at 7:53 to go third period. Up 56-0, the Redskins will punt.
Yeah, it looked like there was a busted play, and even maybe thought I heard a whistle. But when Fisher got the ball in his hands, there was nothing going, and there was a couple guys chasing after him, so he did the right thing, which was just get the ball out of his hands.
Stephen Forbes will be on to kick this football away. He's standing at his own 30-yard line. Back to return is Dylan Bouchette. He has done a little bit of everything tonight. There's the snap. Forbes was able to pull it in and makes a nice kick. That one goes well over Bouchette's head. It hits at the 10, and it's going to die around the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2, and it's going to die at the 1-yard line. What a tremendous kick by Forbes. Bouchette let it go over his head, and that's going to go all the way back. They'll mark it at the 2, and that's where the Moore Lions will start. 7:20 to go third period. They're down 56-0, and the field position is just not good.
Well, Stephen Forbes is just a sophomore, so, the punting that we've seen this season on and off, and sometimes we see something that in the younger players in these type of games, and that guy's going to be a great punter in the years to come.
Here's something else I don't understand. The clock has stopped. Union has been involved in games before like this, where you have a continuous clock. And it makes sense, especially for the Moore team at this point.
Certainly.
And they did finally wheel it, but in a continuous clock, it'll never stop. They'll just let the thing run, even during timeouts. And it's happened before. And at some point, you think, guys, You don't want to make this any worse than it is. 56-0 Union with 7 minutes to go, third period. 1st and 10 more at their own 2-yard line. Once again, it'll be Daniel Hishaw. He's going to run it himself off the left side, and he gets forward to about the 4-yard line. One of the guys who was there to take him down right away was Sean DeBose, the safety. The other guy in there was MJ Smith was in there as well. Now Moore has a player down.
That's a quarterback.
That is Hishaw who is down. That's right. And his backup has played tonight, Cameron Allen, almost really equally. So I'm not sure you'd call him a backup. We'll give Hishaw about 3. They'll mark it out near the 5, and we're going to call it second down at about 6. Hishaw is still down, so we'll take a break too. 6:45 to go, third period. 56-0 Union. They lead the Moore Lions. This is Redskins football on KRMG.
In the know, and it'll get you where you want to go. All in the palm of your hand. Next Radio, live and local, wherever you go.
Listen to your favorite FM stations with the free Next Radio app. Live and local, wherever you go. Download the free Next Radio app today.
From the Ferguson Union GMC studio, KRMG-FM, San Springs, KRMG Tulsa. Check every moment of Union football on KRMG.com, the KRMG app, and News 102.3 KRMG.
Moore throws incomplete on second down. Now has a 3rd and 7 from their own 5-yard line, trailing Union 56-0 underway in the third period. Hishaw rolls to his right. Rolls. Now he's going to fire it downfield, and that ball is going to be well short and incomplete. And Moore will have to punt out of their own end zone. They were trying to go to Jace Torres. He was well covered downfield, and it will be Moore once again. Their punter, Baden, will be on once again to kick things away. He's at his own, he's going to stand about 5 yards deep in his own end zone, Will Baden. And he'll try to kick this thing away for Moore.
And typically you'd think that'd be a really tight kick, punt out of your own end zone. But he doesn't really line up that deep anyway, so it's not that big a deal for him.
5:42 to play in this third period. You'll notice that there's no suddenly crowd noise. We'll tell you in a moment why that happened. It's not that the crowd all left, although I'm sure that'll be happening fairly soon. 56-0 Union with 5.5 to go, third period. Bailey has the snap. He kicks it away. Sestek back around the 45-yard line. Ball hit him on the field, and the feet he's going to have to pick it up. Now he fumbles it again and picks it up, and he'll be knocked down around the 37-yard line. So Union will take it right there at their own 37-yard line. And we told you this 2 weeks ago in an explanation of the sound. The booths that they are building, or the stadiums they're building here in Oklahoma City, are very nice ones for Moore, for Edmond, for Putnam City, for all the schools here. But they build hermetically sealed booths, and the windows don't open. So today, I got around 2 o'clock, ran about 60 feet of cable to another booth. There you go, it just came back. And we are actually connected to the next booth over, which is the Moore Radio home booth. And what we have done is we have gotten to a wireless mic above us for the crowd sound. Tell you what happened there, the battery ran out on the wireless mic. And so somebody realized that. They ran upstairs and changed the battery, and that's why there was no crowd mic, and now it's back. Jalen Smith takes the handoff on first down, gets around 2 yards. That'll move it down to the 33-yard line of Moore, and Moore has a player down again. It'll be second down and 7 for Union, up 56-0 with 4.5 to go here in this third period.
Well, I didn't hear the music, but sometimes in radio we just fake it until you make it. And I didn't know if we were live or we weren't live, or maybe my ears weren't just working, so I just kept on going.
The wireless mic battery went dead. I know exactly what happened. Those guys, I tell you this, in high school football, and I really love doing high school football because I love that these kids play for the right reasons. But in a lot of places around the state, you're really kind of on your own. There's some very, very tiny little places. We broadcast from stairwells and all that kind of stuff. And the broadcast crews around the state do a great job of helping each other out. And the Moore play-by-play guy who we visited with in the hall called me yesterday and said, "What can I help you with?" And I said, "Well, I've got this little issue." And he said, "Yeah, everybody has the issue." So we got here early. We worked it all out. And they've done a really nice job of helping us. Otherwise, tonight, you wouldn't hear that.
been like when we were up at Norman North.
You'd hear absolutely nothing, which just makes it for a very dull football game. 2nd down and 7 for Union at their own 32-yard, or probably the 32-yard line of Moore. By the way, that's the, as I always say, kind of pulling back the curtain. Hand off to Dorsey, and he's going to, or pardon me, that's once again Smith, and he's going to push forward down inside the 30. He'll be at the 26-yard line. It was Dylan Bouchette who made yet another tackle tonight, and it's going to be 3rd down and less than 1 for the Redskins. Now, and I tell you, Jalen Smith is a junior, 6'1", 195. I think he's a pretty good running back. So it's going to be interesting to watch him work. Keith Dorsey's worked as well.
Looks like a big kid, too.
Fisher brings him up on 3rd and 1 from the 26-yard line of Moore. He'll hand once again to Smith, and he got smoked. He just got lit up. London Lester came on the blitz and hit him, drops him for a 3-yard loss, and that'll take the ball back to the 29-yard line of Moore, and Union will be facing 4th and 4.
Yeah,
at the 29, they need the 25.
I was going to say, there's no way to read that. It was coming from the backside of Fisher, so it's a great play.
Fisher brings him up quickly to the line of scrimmage. He'll probably try to draw him off sides here. He does, and they don't move. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. The guy out wide to the left is Bruntavious White. Now Smith will move in the shotgun to the right of Fisher. Smith moves up to take a blitzer. Fisher throws left side, and the ball is caught. It was caught. What a brilliant catch, and it was Bruntavious White who made that catch. He was closely covered. The throw wasn't terrific, but White went to his knees and then behind him to his back shoulder to make a really nice 7-yard catch, and it's a 1st down.
That's beautiful on the 4th down. They go for it. Awesome catch on the outside, down low to the ground, and got his hands underneath that catch. Really great job.
3 minutes to go, 3rd period, 56-0 Union. They're threatening again. 1st and 10 at the Moore 23. Fisher in the shotgun. He will hand inside to Smith. Smith breaks free at the 20. At the 15, Smith can't break the last tackle. It was Cameron Allen it was once again Dylan Bouchette who got a hold of him, but he breaks forward all the way to the 10-yard line, so that's a 13-yard run, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Redskins.
Well, that's just a great run there. He broke one arm tackle there about 5 yards into the run and picked up an extra 10 yards after that first contact.
Nice, good job by Jalen Smith. 2 receivers to the right side. Out here to the right, one of those guys is Kylan Tucker. The other guy lined out wide right is Bruntavious White. Oh, pardon me, that's not Bruntavious White. That's Ettrick Logan. White is to the left side. Fisher hands inside once again to Smith. Smith up to the 10-yard line, inside that to the 8. He got bumped. Well, he was met right about there. And once this was Jace Gardner. That was Bouchette again? Yeah, Bouchette once again met him. And that's going to be a gain of just a couple. We'll call it 2nd and goal from the 8.
Yeah, he came up and met him right about 5 yards into that run and just really put a lick on him. And a lot of times you'll see a running back knock the strong safety backwards and shed that tackle.
Yeah.
That time was the complete opposite.
1:51 to go, 3rd period, 56-0 Union. 2nd and goal now from Moore's 8-yard line. Smith moves to the right of Fisher. Fisher hands to Smith. He's across the 5. Smith still on his feet, pushes into the end zone. Touchdown, Jalen Smith. That was a very determined run by number 23. Broke a tackle at the 5, put his hand down, jumped across another guy, and puts himself in the end zone, and it's 62-0.
What an exciting time. We were talking about who was going to see yardage, run the game, run the ball in the second half, and we didn't expect Jalen Smith right away. I thought we'd see a lot more of what we saw the first half, and what a great series he had there, and determination would not be denied there as he fell forward and put a hand down to just dive into the end zone.
Noah Rauschenberg will be on once again for the extra point. There's the kick. It's up, and it is good. So with 1:38 to go in this 3rd period, it's now 63-0 Union. This is Redskins football on KRMG.
Help the Broken Arrow Police.
Union leads Moore. Rick Corey, Zach Jones, Doc Blevins right here in Moore, Oklahoma. Kickoff is Stephon Forbes, and he knocks that thing backwards to Brandon Williams, who's up around the 20-yard line. Up to the 22-yard line, he'll be taken down by the Union special teams there, and Moore will go back on offense with 1:28 to go in this third period.
Well, great kick coverage there by a lot of the twos and even some threes now on that kick coverage. So good job by special teams and the special teams coach for getting 3 series of these guys queued up and ready to play tonight.
And we're going to see an awful lot of people. And Zach, I'm going to leave that up to you to go through the roster and start naming the guys who are out there. And we want to give everybody a little bit of credit. Every player who is out there, every player who works, every player who comes to practice deserves to have his name on the radio when he's in the game. All right, by the way, Union's drive, 7 plays, 75 yards, took 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Smith's 7-yard run, and it is with the kick, 63-0, and Noah Rauschenberg once again with the kick. And he may be close to setting some kind of record tonight for extra points or overall extra points.
According to Doc Blevins, 9 is the record, and no, that ties it. So if they could kick one more extra point, that'll put 10 and put him in the record books.
Hishaw will come back out at quarterback. Fogle will be his running back. 1st and 10 more, thrown 23. Hishaw fakes, now rolls to his left. Now fires the ball, and it's well out of bounds. He was trying to go to, once again, to Sloan. He was fairly well covered out there. The guy who was making that coverage was Jaquan Sanders. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Unfortunately, they are continuing to let the clock run even after the incompletion.
Yeah, great job there by a little pressure on the outside there by Isaiah McGuire coming in there as D-line. So big pressure up in the middle. Number 62. That is not number 62, Alonzo Gallegos, because that is a different number than what we have on our roster.
I know, I'm telling you, man. When you got about 90 players and you travel all up, and sometimes you have triple numbers, and it's not easy. They're not going to get this play out before the third period ends, and that's really a thankful thing. 63-0 Union leads, and we are at the end of the third period. Coming back with quarter number 4, Redskins football on KRMG.
I'm Joe.
Union leading 63-0 over Moore. Rick Corey, Zach Jones, Doc Blevins, Richard, and Jay Johns. It is 2nd and 10 for the Moore Lions at their own 24-yard line. Their quarterback, Daniel Hishaw, has set to his right Cameron Allen, or pardon me, that is Logan in the shotgun. He's going to run it to his left. Logan has it around the 22-yard line. Pardon me. He's going to get forward to the 23 or 24-yard line. Tackle in there by Ryan Harris.
That's right.
Give him about 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 8. And we have left Zach Jones in charge of naming everybody who's out there because, again, there are sometimes almost triple numbers out here on this football field.
Well, and now that we're in this part of the game, we got a little bit more time because they're going to slow down the clock and let it run. So we got a little bit of time to put in there, number 92 here, Adam Vermillions on the defensive line. Number 98, Armando Garcia, both putting some pressure on the quarterbacks.
11:10 to play in this game, 63-0 Union, and once again, Moore will have a 3rd down and about 8. Ball's going to be set at their own 25-yard line. Daniel Hishaw brings him up. Tony Fogle is his running back. Fogle to his right, 3 receivers to the right. Hishaw has the snap and rolls to his right. He looks, pumps, now he wants to throw deep, and he does, and that ball is going to be almost intercepted. It was knocked down. It was, it was Daylon Figures who was still playing some corner out there. Daylon went up for it and had it go right through his hands. Remember, that's why he plays defensive back and not receiver, right?
That's exactly
That's the old joke.
Great speed, just hands don't always work.
He actually made a nice jump for that football, just could not quite get to it. So that's going to be incomplete, and it's going to be 4th down and 8, and the clock continues to run here. Once again, Balak will be on to kick this thing away, and Jazz Sestak will be back around the 50-yard line. Got Doc Blevins with a sideline report here in just a moment once we get this punt underway. Moore still trying to run people on for all night long. They've had a hard time getting the right players on for the punt. One guy runs on, then runs off.
They must have a strong side, weak side, because it was 88 the first time, and then 84 was going to be opposite corner, so they're just not sure who punt right.
It's tough when you don't know if you're on the punt or not. Now they'll shift. Yeah, I know. Shift from left to right. That is Dylan Bouchette again who makes that shift. And Balick again waits to kick it away. He's going to run to his right and kick, and this one's going to be fairly good and high. Sestak with the fair catch signal and makes that right at the 35-yard line, and that's where it will sit. All right, let's get downstairs to Doc Blevins. Doc?
Landon, you finally got to score on a run back, and there was no laundry on the ground. That hasn't happened before. You've had so many called back. How'd that feel?
It felt pretty good. I mean, we had a big lead, so I wasn't that upset when it happened in the past. But either way, it's still going to go on huddle. It's still going to be a highlight. It felt good. Celebrate. It felt good to score finally.
All right, and congratulations on you've decided you're going to play junior college baseball at Johnson County.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I can't wait. It's a good place.
Well, let's go ahead and win this ball game.
That is Landon Wood with Doc Blevins. Way to go, Doc. All right, 1st and 10 for the Union Redskins, and they're going to bring up a brand-new quarterback, and that will be Cade Farquhar. Cade's going to have set to his right, let's see, Matthew Coppinger? Nope, it's going to be Jeremiah Harding.
Yep.
So Jeremiah Harding is going to be set to his right, and that's who's going to be playing the running back slot right now. Hands off for Harding, and he's going to get about 2. And it'll be 2nd down and about 8. Ball will be set at the 37-yard line of Union. They lead 63-0 over Moore with 8:50 and counting here to play in this game. Farquhar at quarterback. That sounds familiar, doesn't it?
I've heard that. It rings
it does. It does ring somewhat
it?
true, doesn't it? Yeah. Also got a couple. See, Grant Heiser is going to be playing tight end over here. 3 receivers, 2 to the right side. Snap to Farquhar. He quickly throws to the right side. And that ball is caught. It went right over the hands of a Moore defender, and it went right into the hands of Mario Werner. A Moore player made a break on that and had an opportunity to pick it off, and I think that was Anthony Markham, and it went right through his hands, and it was caught. He gets about 3 out of it, a miraculous 3, and it's going to be 3rd down and 5 at the 40.
Well, they've got some new line in there, so as they're calling the play, we've got Taylor Baker in the game, Jalen Davis, and Juan Mendoza all up front here doing some blocking. We've got Grant Heiser in there as tight end. He's got the long hair covering up his jersey. He's like the kicker on the replacements.
Mario Werner's in there, as we mentioned. Hunter Arnett in there as well. 3rd and 5. Handoff left side. Up across the 40 to the 45. Has the first down is Jeremiah Harding. Harding's a 5'8", 150-pound sophomore. He was taken down by Tyler Hay, but not before he got 7 and a first down. Redskins now moving at their own 47-yard line. 7:40 to play, 63-0 Union.
And they put Grant Heiser in motion there, so he motions across the line of scrimmage and then leads that block up for the running back. Great job there by the little guy, or the young guys, not the little guys, the young guys. Open up some holes.
Farquhar brings him back up to the line of scrimmage. This is Cade Farquhar. He's, of course, the starting punter for Union. Now at their own 47, 1st and 10 Redskins. Harding the single setback to the left. He's going to hand to Harding. Jeremiah's got a hole. 40, 55, 50. Now to the 45. Jeremiah Harding pulling people with him all the way down to the 35-yard line of the Moore Lions. The last guy to take a ride there was Blake Gerard, who might want to pay him a quarter. That was like being on a train. They'll mark him at the 37-yard line. That's another first down for Union as Jeremiah Harding moves the football.
Yeah, and you look out there, Jeremiah Harding's only 5'8", but I wouldn't say he's lacking any drive. I mean, he didn't want to go down there and picked up another 10 yards after contact on that one.
He's wearing a pretty good number. Wasn't it a pretty good number 28 here, 2 years ago? Not bad. Going to hand off once again to Harding. He jumps into the to the left side, then jumps back to the right side, pushes forward for a good gain of 7. Well, this kid, you may have found a guy here. Colton Albert on the tackle right there, but not before Harding gets 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
We had a high school in Omaha. Omaha Millard always had running backs go to Nebraska. They just continue to put out running backs, and Union is doing the same thing. They just continue to find guys that can run the ball well.
Yep, Shamari Brooks right now at Tulsa, and of course Tyler Adkins is the guy who wore 28 not that long ago. 2nd and 3, we'll make it 4 for Union. The ball's at the 31-yard line of Moore. 63-0 Redskins, 6 minutes to play. Farquhar heads off once again, and once again it is Harding. He breaks free. He's down to the 15. Harding to the 10-yard line. Jeremiah Harding just exploded through that hole. Hayden Kemp made the tackle, but this little guy at 5'8" is kind of hard to find in there. He finds the hole. Great vision. Jumps up inside. That's another 16 and a first down.
Yeah, he's feeling it now. He's getting excited, and I think, I get excited up here in the booth when these guys get in the game, and they start just getting all lathered up. You know, they want to get in the end zone worse than anybody. So, now he's waiting for his call. He's looking at the coach saying, just give me the next one. Give me the next one. Don't do anything different.
5:30 to play in this game. 63-0. Union leads already, so obviously they're going to get their district points, remain unbeaten, and remain number 1. Farquhar brings him up. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Harding offset to his right. The snap is low. Farquhar, though, does a nice job of picking it up and pushing forward. He might have actually gotten a yard. The entire interior of that defensive Moore just kind of collapsed on little number 7. They might give him a yard. They'll take it down to around the 10.5-yard line, and it'll be second down right there.
Had receiver come in the game here, Carson Cheatwood, just entered the game, number 14 on the bottom side down here.
Yeah, the other number 14 is Josh Frederick. Recognize that last name, too, and he plays a little linebacker. I'll tell you a story about that later if we have time. Kirk and I was talking after the coaches show, which you can find on Cox Cable 3 during the week, and about his first play against Jinx and what happened there. Second down and right at 10. Going to hand off once again to Harding at the 10. Harding at the 5. Harding into the end zone. Jeremiah Harding just put on a show. All the way from the Union sideline to down to the Moore end zone. Number 28 was just a stud. Touchdown Redskins, 69-0 with 4:39 to play. And how about that? You might have found another guy.
Yeah, that was a great run there by Harding. Man, what a series. He had some really great vision in the hole and some yards after contact. Really ran hard that whole time down the field. And here it is. We've got Noah Rauschenberg, and we don't want to jinx anything by being that guy, right?
Right, you don't want to do that. But Rauschenberg on for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 4:39 to play in this game, Union extends the lead. The Redskins now lead 70-0 over the Moore Lions. This is Union football on KRMG.
This is Gerald Johnson,
so is that the record?
And you don't know me. I want to tell you about my nephew, and you probably don't know him either. I bet you will.
Oklahoma. 4:31 to go here in this game between Union and the Moore Lions. Redskins lead it now by a score of 70-0. A 8-play, 65-yard drive took 5 minutes and 3 seconds. Harding's 10-yard run, and the Union the kick by Noah Rauschenberg is good. So it's now 70-0. And well, that was the Harding show right there. Now I realize this is the second team defense he's playing against. But you see a guy coming in, he's excited to come in, he's excited to play. That's a heck of a series for Harding.
Yeah, and he's only a sophomore, so that's one of those things where he may not normally travel in suit, but on this game he does, and does a great job getting in there and showing what he can do.
It's going to be Jace Gardner and Cameron Allen in the running back quarterback slots. They're going to hand that thing off and do the 25-yard line, 26-yard line. That's going to go forward, and that's going to be, let's see, that was actually tossed out there. Sorry to Evan Biederman. So it's going to be a gain of about 7. We'll call it second down and 3 as the Redskins try to close this one up. 3:49 and counting, 70-0 Union leads.
That's a good job there by the quarterback. We haven't seen Allen really. I don't know if he's completed a pass this evening, to be honest. That might be his first one.
No, he's actually completed one.
Okay.
Allen's back out there at that spot. Again, he's going to have number 11, Jace Gardner, set next to him. Gardner's going to get the handoff, and he'll go forward across the 30, taking around the 31-yard line. All right, real quickly on Josh Frederick. Against Jinx, he goes out there late in the game, and he gets to play a little bit. And the very first play, they come at him with a pulling guard and a running back. And he just gets crushed. And he came off the field, and his dad turned to him and said, "How was that?" And he said, "Dad, I did cartwheels." So welcome to Union Jinx, my friend. And
I tell you, that's when you tell a young kid, just make a pile.
Yeah,
right?
First and 10 for more now at their own 31-yard line. Once again, Allen will bring him out with Jace Gardner, his running back. Gardner set to his left, Allen in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Moore trails 70-0 with 2:52 to go. Going to throw quickly to the left side, and that ball is complete around the 25-yard line, breaking one tackle in there.
Got up and made the tackle himself.
Yeah, he actually did. That was, once again, Biederman who made the catch. He got knocked down, almost got knocked down, back at the 29, got up, got back to the 30, and that's where he was finally tackled by Jaquan Sanders. So he lost a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, Jaquan attacked it first and missed his ankles on the first tackle, and then great pursuit by the rest of the guys out there on the safety. And Jaquan got up from the missed tackle and made it again.
So they'll move it to the 30-yard line, 2nd down and 11 now for Moore. They'll need all the way to the 41 for the first down. Allen will turn and hand this time, and he tries to fake the throw, but he hands off, and getting to the outside is Gardner, but not much. He got around the 32-yard line. He'll be taken down outside there by a host of guys. Avante Wilkins was one of the first there. We'll give him 2 yards and call it 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, tackle made by Jalen Smith that time. He's a 11th grader, 6'1", 195 pounds.
So many of those Union defenders, again, some second-team guys getting an opportunity to play, which is great to see. 3rd down and 9 for Moore, trailing 70-0. They are at their own 32-yard line, needing the 41 for a first down. Snap to Allen. Back to throw. Looks to his left, and that ball's incomplete over the head of, or pardon me, off the hands of. It was Biederman once again. It hung in the air for a moment. Union had a chance to intercept it, but it went past them as well. And once again, Balick will come on to kick this thing away. It'll be his 800th punt of the night, and with 1:25 and counting, Union will get one more chance at it.
I'll tell you what, that ball came out of there in a hurry.
It did.
He was standing 7
that
yards
had some anger on it, didn't it?
He blazed it at him. No one's going to catch that thing.
Noah Rauschenberg.
All right, so Balick's going to kick this thing away.
3, 2, 1.
Just a second, we'll get down to Doc Blevins, and he'll clear us up on a record that we think Noah Rauschenberg set tonight. Balick ready, kicks that thing away. Sistak's going to make the fair catch, and he does at the 30-yard line. All right, let's get it down quickly to Doc Blevins. Doc?
Last year, Noah Rauschenberg tied the record for extra points in a game at 9. He tied Austin Butler and Jay Holt. And tonight he broke the record with 10. So that's yet another Noah Rauschenberg record, and I have a feeling many more will be broken before this young man is through.
Thank you very much, Doc. Well, he's pretty close to being through, but you know what? That's a really good job by Noah. But he's become not just a player, he's become a weapon. He puts you back at the 20-yard line consistently, and he's been great on field goals and extra points.
Yeah, I think that's what a great weapon he is. He's continued to get stronger on his kickoffs from the beginning of the season. He's always been a weapon anyway, but his leg just continues to get stronger. He put one through the uprights a couple weeks ago, and every one in the end zone this evening. I would say he's my kicker of the game.
And he's the junior. That is amazing. Union's going to snap it one more time. Cade Farquhar will just take a knee, and that will be that with about 10 seconds left here in this game. 70-0, the Redskins lead, and you have to say they're not even going to snap it. They're just going to let this thing run out, and they'll win the football game. So Union will remain unbeaten, and they will remain the #1 team in the state. The Moore Lions dejectedly walking toward the sidelines, and I understand that for these young men. It's tough when you know that you're just outmanned. There's not much you can do, and you go into a game, you know that the only hope is that they've got to not play well and you've got to play your best. But tonight, Union came ready.
Yeah, Union came ready to fire, and that's evident there by the 70-0 victory. And they scored, like we said, at halftime in all facets of the game, special teams, defense, offense. And so they really were firing on all cylinders, and I think that's really exciting to see from what we'd seen previous in the season. So they're starting to gel a little bit more, get stronger and stronger, and that's just what we need.
All right, so that's the score, 70-0. The Redskins win this one. We'll come back with the post game in a moment. This is Union football on KRMG.